It's your main guy CBK, and I'm back with another opportunity. But the thing is, guys, look, let me just say this word of warning. Yeah, this is not financial advice. I don't always get it right. Yeah, there was one opportunity that I shared yesterday or day before yesterday, and I'll be honest with you, it's looking very slim. Yeah, it's looking very slim. You know, and I put in about $130 in it. Fact of the matter is, I actually put in 0.2 of a BNB, right? I'm going to tell you what the project name is. It's called DAX, DAXE, or DAXE, whatever they want to call it. It's looking slim. I'm not saying it's not going to, it might come through. I might get surprised, yeah? And it might turn out to be a good thing. But, you know, so far, it's looking slim. All right? So, anyway, let's just see what happens. Today's the day. Today's D-Day. You know, the so-called sacrifice finishes today. And then, you know, they're supposed to airdrop these DAXs, and then they're going to then do what they're doing on all these different blockchains, you know, BNB, Polygon, Avalanche, whatever. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. This opportunity, though, right? This was around before, yeah? And I remember some people showing me this opportunity, and I was in this before. I think I actually made videos on this also. And some people was going in and doubling their money within 24 hours. Or it could be a couple of days. I have no idea, right? And something happened and the price tanked. But the project is still going. All right? Now, when I got in yesterday, let me just quickly show you something. Let me show you something. Right, so this is a screenshot of what I actually took when I actually invested in this. So when I got in yesterday, the price was at $249. Oh, sorry. I invested $249.50, yeah? So that was the liquidity that I actually invested in, right? So, you know, your liquidity deposits, and this is what it is, same amount, right? Today it's at 258. Just before I started making this video, this was at 261. So it fluctuates, it goes up and down, but it's not great big movements. It's, you know, I can work with what it's actually doing right now, right? And I'm earning these smarter tokens. Yeah, so let me just close this down real quick. And I'm earning these smarter tokens. Well, the fact is, you know, in actual fact, why don't I just go ahead and make a claim right now, right? So I'm gonna make this claim right now. So I've got 6,237. It's gonna cost me roughly that, but while I'm doing that, I'm gonna swap these out to Avalanche or AVAX, right? Right while I'm talking to you guys, I'm actually going to do this live and direct. It might take a little while. Let me just pause this. Right, okay, so claim accumulated, blah, blah, blah. So as that finished, let me just close this down. Right, it's still there. So let's just see what happens, right? Right, okay, so that's just gone down. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll click this, all right? This will take me to this website here, look. I'm going to do that, right? I'm going to change this to dark. I'm going to max this baby out, and this will give me 0.07 worth of AVAX, all right? So I'm literally just converting it back to AVAX. As soon as I get some, convert it back to AVAX, right? And so that's what I'm doing. And this site is Trader Joe YX. Yeah, so Trader Joe XYZ, sorry. All right, so let me just close that down, and that should take me up to at least one AVAX at some point, maybe soon, once the transaction goes through. It hasn't gone through yet, so that should take me up to maybe not 1. It'll probably take, yeah, all right, okay, so it's not exactly 1, but anyway, I'll just keep feeding it back into AVAX, right? But not all the time. This is what I'm doing. I'm not just gonna feed it all back into AVAX. I'm actually gonna keep the smarter coin. I'm gonna keep some of that in my wallet also. Reason being is because what they're doing now, and yes, they've got another fork off of Ohm, yeah, or Ohmies. Just before I say that, the price of it now is, you know, a part of a cent. It's not even 1 cent, right? So it's 17th of a cent, yeah? Let me just show you. So you've seen what you can earn right here, right? They reckon you earn $23.20 every day, right? Roughly, depending on the actual amount. I think, to be quite honest, I think it might be a little bit more than that, but whatever. Let's go over to Jade Protocol, because this is a part of this smarter coin, right? So let's just go over here and see what's good. All right, want to get in early before our next fair fork. So basically, this is already running, all right? And I'm just going to show you guys something. All right, so let me, this is actually on the Binance Smart Chain. Sorry, it's not this. It's not this. Where was it? Where was it? Jade. Right, I'll tell you what. I'll just click right here. It will come up. All right, so here we are. This is actually on the Binance Smart Chain. All right. Now, the price has been holding well. When I got into this yesterday, the price was roughly the same or a little bit less, right? So it's gone up a little bit. 638.95, $638.95. Now, I basically went in with 1. I didn't go in hard with this. I went in with 1, yeah? Just to feel my way around. But I'll be honest with you, you know what? I've got a good feeling from this. I'm more than likely going to go in with a little bit more. Now, let me just go ahead and connect my wallet. All right, so here I am. And again, this is on the BSC, Binance Smart Chain. All right. I swapped out my 1 BNB and it gave me 0.933 whatever. So it wasn't actually a 1. And we could say it's about 24 hours later, and now I've got 1.0411, yeah, and that's the current price of Jade. But let's just see what the deal is, right? So at the moment it's saying 0 APY. Let's see what's happening there. Wonder why API is 0? We have a gift. Click here. Oh dear. What's this gift then? Right, announcement. For our next rebase yield at 7 PM PST, you will earn 6.9%. Yes, a 6.9% return on interest in 15 hours. For context, the yield paid 30 minutes ago was 1.5. Currently, UI is showing 0%, determining. And guys, look, I'll be honest with you. I'm just reading this right in front of your eyes. I wasn't aware of this. When I make videos, I just make them right off the cuff. I'm a freestyler, right? So let's just go through it again. Right, so announcement for our next rebase yield at 7 PM PST time, and now is 5:42, and Pacific Standard Time. I'm not sure when that's going to be over here. You will earn 6.9%. Yes, a 6.9% return on interest in 15 hours. For context, the yield paid 13 minutes ago was 1.5%. Currently, UI is showing 0% APY, determining whether it's a UI glitch. Either way sounds like a good time to ape. Right. Either way sounds like a good time to ape. Right. So currently the UI is showing 0% APY, determining whether it's a UI glitch. Either way sounds like a good time. Well, it would have been nice if you guys let us know what's actually happening. Is it a glitch, or you guys purposely done that to so I'm making a video trying to show my people what I'm actually in, and when I go to it, it's like 0%. The hell, you know what I mean? But anyway, all right. Let's just see what happens at 7 p.m. PST time, and just for curiosity's sake, right? Let me just see what time it is now. Right, so time now in PST, right, Pacific Standard Time. So it's 9:43 in the morning, and these guys are saying that it's going to take place at 7 p.m. That's literally near enough a whole, like, 11 hours, 10 hours, call it. You know what I mean? 10, 11 hours. All right, well, make it good, boy. Make it good. Because I tell you what, I literally just got into this, man. And, 24 hours in, and you guys pulled the rug on me. Nah, I don't think that's what it is. But, yeah. So, guys, look. You can either get in now and grab you that whopping 6.9%. Or you can... Or you can wait and see. I'll give an update on this tomorrow. When did they post this? 11:47 a.m. So they said in 15 hours time. At 11:47, I think they got their time wrong. Well, no, actually, yeah, it would be, because it's about 10 hours now. It's about 10 o'clock. So yeah, that would be right. So let me know what you think, guys. Just drop it down in the actual comment area. Let me know if you think you would give it a go. I'm in. I'll put my cryptos where my mouth is. I'm actually in. The price, again, I'm saying it seems to be holding up, right? So, I'm making from this, and I also went in with let me just switch it back over. So if I go to here, and then what we need to do is just open up Smart Coin. Now it's going to be on the wrong network, because this Smarter is actually on Avalanche, right? So you need to have some AVAX that you can buy from Trader Joe, all right? So I've sold it, but you guys will need to buy it if you want to get in on the Smarter tokens, yeah? So let's just go over here, and let's just watch this real quick video, because it's going to break down exactly what they're going to be doing, all right? So to the master plan.
Do you like money? If so, I'd recommend watching this to the end, because once this timer hits 0, we're sharing alpha that's directly related to your wallet. We are proud to announce the newest addition to the smart ecosystem, the Fair Fork Foundation. If you couldn't guess by the name, we will start officially forking your favourite projects with a unique twist. I'm happy to join with you today in what will go down as the greatest demonstration of fair launches in crypto. Every fork will be a 100% fair launch, a launch where every person has a shot at early access. The SmartCoin team has been heralded for creating perhaps the fairest launch in crypto history. And thus, we have a dream that one day we can confidently invest in our favourite forks where we know we won't get rugged, and we can simply ape in peace. Just yesterday, a project called Blizzard rugged their investors and thousands lost their life savings. A few weeks ago, a project called IQ forked our initial SmartCoin project and rugged. Squid Game Coin stole our idea and rugged. The list is endless. It's truly disgusting. But you know which type of rug puller we dislike the most? Venture capitalists, or as we call them, the new investment bankers. VCs get early access and then rug on the masses. It's called preferential economics. To put it simply, they don't just get the pre-sale price of a token, they get the pre-pre-sale. And for what? The majority of VCs don't actually do anything for these projects. Why do crypto projects even need VCs? It's time to destroy these leeches of the old world. Their incentive is to make their 100x return and then dump on people like you and me. And they do this over and over and over. You can literally see the proof sketched into almost every chart after a project goes live. There's an instant parabolic rise as the unsuspecting masses FOMO in. Then, quietly shrouded in the darkness, the VC waits. Recently, there was a select group of elites that got the BitClout project token for under $1. Then, BitClout used a bonding curve to launch to the masses, forcing them to buy at a higher price, which soared to over $150 in days. Then, the insiders unloaded. The so-called elites cashed in, crippling early believers of the project while they laughed at how easily they made over 100x returns, all because of their insider status. It's time to kill the idea of venture capital in crypto and usher in a rebirth for Web3. But there's one more category of rug puller that might be the most conniving predator in the crypto jungle: influencer advisors. They will ask, for example, 2% of token supply to publicly talk about a project, shill on YouTube, Telegram groups, Twitter, and your unborn child if they could. Then they front-run their followers, ensuring they get in early, using the communities that gave them a voice to pump the price once they have bought it, and often selling to those they shilled to. They pump prices and create a pop which secures their position. Invent nothing. Take advantage of trust. I don't believe I need to curse to make my point. I'm a proper English gentleman. But we don't just want to create the Fair Fork Foundation. We have to. A fork launchpad for the people, by the people. So without further ado, we are so very proud to announce our first Fair Fork launch, Jade Protocol. Jade will be a fork of, drumroll please, Olympus DAO. Arguably the greatest farm in existence, with APYs soaring as high as 30,000% and a market cap that appreciated more than 1,000x. And this is where our diamond-handed smarties that have followed the rules should start getting excited. Welcome to the master plan. You are starting to get a hint of Phase 10, yes? Phase 10 will be the Fair Fork Foundation. We've been quietly building a launchpad. We'll have a DAO, and diamond handers from all prior phases get early access to our governance token based on the reputation score of their wallet and how well they've played the smarter coin game. Our goal with the DAO: create the greatest crypto project launchpad in existence, where you know the marketing will melt faces, where you know the founders won't rug, and where you know pumpermentals will be strong. We want to fork everything with our launchpad. Fork everything. I like the ring of that. We're making this information public early to give the most people a shot at playing the smarter game and reaping the rewards. Alright, back to our first Fair Fork launch, Jade Protocol. How does it work, and how is it able to produce such high returns? For those of you unfamiliar with Olympus DAO and its incredible run to a market cap of over $3.5 billion, as well as its various forks that have risen to billions in market cap in its wake, go to our Gitbook for detailed tokenomics. But we made Jade Protocol better than Olympus. Here's how it all works. First off, there's no legitimate fork of Olympus DAO on BSC yet. In fact, not only are we launching a legitimate fork, but we're making some massive improvements. we have a full-time team dedicated to making Jade a long-lasting DeFi protocol. The opportunity behind launching on BSC is massive. Binance onboards more users into crypto than any other protocol, and all those users get funneled and marketed into Binance Smart Chain, which is why BSC has over 10 million transactions per day, nearly a 20x multiple over Avalanche. We want to poach users from BSC, expose them to the smart ecosystem, and then bring them back here on Avalanche. Rumors have circulated that we are affiliated with Avalanche. To that, we have no comment. However, what you need to know is that we want Avalanche to win. And if we fork a project on a new chain, the ultimate purpose is to feed those new users back to our home, Avalanche. If you like money, I suggest you keep following along, because there's more. This is Snowbank, an Olympus fork on Avalanche that skyrocketed to a market cap of $300 million just 16 hours after launching. So why and how does this happen? Our Gitbook explains why APYs are so high the earlier you are in our project. But contrary to central banks, where decisions are made by a select few, all changes to the Jade protocol are voted on by the community of Jade holders through the DAO. We will be limiting the voting power of whales to avoid any manipulation tactics and to keep the DAO fair for everyone. Jade also expands its treasury through bonds. Bonds are sold by the protocol for different assets, and in return, the buyer receives Jade at a significantly discounted price. This increases the treasury, giving us more runway to produce incredible yields for our users. As an example, if the Jade Dao approves this measure, we can use our treasury to safely stake assets on Curve to earn an even greater yield, of which we pass 100% to our users. This is called a yield farming singularity event, where the protocol becomes completely self-sustaining. Beautiful, isn't it? The selling of bonds also allows the protocol to control the supply of Jade and lock in liquidity to the treasury, which in turn helps back and stabilize the price of Jade. Here at Jade, we've added a couple of unique twists. First, we will be utilizing 10% of our treasury for buyback and burns, which will consistently add upwards price pressure. Olympus never did this. Secondly, our treasury will be spending 5% of its reserves on marketing the bollocks out of Jade. Pay-per-click cold traffic, full-page image ads on Brave browser getting millions of impressions per day, viral content, the works. This is what we're good at, the best, as some have said. We remind users that while Jade Protocol is a financially viable product, it is also a test in game theory. Everyone wins by simply staking and letting their assets auto-compound. Sell bad, buy, stake and hold good. If participants follow those simple rules, everyone wins. And that, my friends, is the smart way of doing things with Jade. A popular YouTuber beautifully described the mechanics in plain English. Go to our Gitbook to watch the video. So spread the word. The first fair fork launch of Olympus DAO has just entered the Binance ring. Remember, Jade Protocol is a fair launch. No insiders, no VCs, no pre-minting. Participation in any other fork literally doesn't make sense. Before I tell you how to participate, it's important to remember I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and that this video and my smooth voice are simply for entertainment. If you wish to be entertained even further, then you need to take 2 simple actions. First, make sure you follow our Twitter at Jade Protocol and turn on notifications for all important updates. Second, verify you're on our homepage at jadeprotocol.io and simply choose whether you want to buy Jade from PancakeSwap or mint directly from our protocol. And voila! Over 50,000% APY after just a few mouse clicks. Alright, good luck, and remember, we all finally get to ape in peace.
Well, guys, he said it best. Let me know what you think in the comments below, man. And I've got to give a big shout out to one of the members in my Discord group who actually brought this to my attention with Jade. So yeah, big shout out to Piper for bringing this one. Now, I mean, we were talking about this, well, for me it was last night. Yeah, 10:23 we was in discussion on the Discord group, right? So guys, if you're not a part of the Discord group, you don't really get to, you know, we just share opportunities, share different things that we're in. So if you want to be in some of these opportunities, then you need to be in the Discord group, and you got to be active in there, right? Because the more active you are, then you get moved into you know, other opportunities and other sections of the Discord, man. So big shout out to Piper for that. And for that, bro, to be quite honest, you know, I'm gonna, yeah, you're gonna be a part of a lot of announcements coming out. So yeah, just want to round this one off here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments here. Let me know if you think this is, you know, if you're gonna get in, and what you thought of the actual presentation and the video. I thought the video was really good, but you let me know what you think. All right, I'm your boy. Catch you soon, man. Peace.